Yo guys, what's going on and welcome back to a new video. Today for you guys, we are going to be reacting to Daycare Stories 2 by Rebecca or Let Me Explain Studios. Now we literally reacted to this like last week for the first time ever, and then she decided to drop part 2, so that's what we're reacting to today guys. Before the video starts, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys always show. It really means a lot to me. If you guys have someone you want me to react to, leave it down in the comments below. And if you want to see Rebecca's original video, it's down in the description. But that being said, that's all I got for you guys, so let's get right into the video. Alright, here we go. Oh, why she sat alone?
Oh, good evening, my geeks and peeps, my explainers and entertainers, my little oodle-ollies. You're just in time for tea. You know, the last time we were sitting at my dining room table, we were talking about Daycare Stories, right?
I remember.
Well, who doesn't love a good sequel? Let's jump back to the good old days of making daycare staff miserable. If you remember that last video, you'll remember that
if you guys want to see me react to part 1, it should be like somewhere early above the video or in the description.
To this particular daycare, literally from infancy, so the staff knew us. And we both had reputations. Rachel's nickname at this place was Rocky because she would start fights with older kids.
Oh no, Rocky!
While
they're gone.
Well, when I was about 18 months, I would go up to other kids just learning how to walk and push them over.
Nice.
Laughing maniacally.
Wow.
I got my devil tree out early. You best be thankful that I'm a good witch of the woods now.
A
typical day of daycare for the Parham's sisters started early in the morning getting dropped off by a parent. And the experience was very different depending on which parent dropped us off. See, Rachel and I didn't like that our parents were leaving us. Frankly, we weren't that thrilled being left at daycare to begin with.
So how could they leave us
with
these like mysterious strangers?
To ourselves whenever Mom dropped us off. She was incredibly no-nonsense, and our tears and screams would do nothing to sway her. She'd just drop us off and sashay herself out the front door without looking back.
So have fun.
We learned that her heartstrings couldn't be played on. But if Dad was dropping us off...
they had one parent they'd go after.
There's a game that both kids and adults play. When little kids play it, it's called dig in a random spot and hopefully find something. When adults play it, it's called Minecraft. Digging in dirt or sand to a kid, it's magical. Mostly because of the slim chance that you might actually find something. But there were two main things that we were all digging for as kids. Say it with me. Buried treasure and dinosaur bones. Which makes archaeologists and paleontologists adults that never outgrew it. I caused some major property damage at daycare once by digging. You want to hear about it? Of course you do.
Property damage?
Two kids and I were playing outside in a secluded, shady part of the playground around the back of the building. A spot conveniently difficult for the adults to supervise. The three of us were happily digging away in the dirt when, gasp, we actually found something.
I want to know what they
That's
found.
the best thing about the positivity and the optimism of kids. It doesn't matter what you found while playing this game, you still felt like Indiana Jones. And the three of us were thrilled that we had unearthed the rare and elusive water pipe.
Daycare. Oh, what?
It belonged to the museum! But the moment the three of us walked away for just a second, leaving our dig site unprotected, a random boy saw the exposed pipe in the ground, picked up a big rock,
Ain't no way! Oh my goodness!
He took all the blame.
Where was the thought process?
Daycare for a few days to get it fixed. However, this next story, I absolutely got caught in the act, and I'm pretty sure it's one of those universal childhood experiences. 'Tis a dangerous and often hilarious thing the first time a child figures out that hair is meant to be cut, and scissors are meant for cutting. We all put two and two together real fast eyeballing those craft scissors in our school supplies. There was only one incident I tried to cut my own hair as a kid, and it was at daycare. Of course, it happened during
trimmed my hair as a kid, but I never actually wanted to cut it. I was too scared.
But it involved scissors, and the person who was supposed to be watching us made the fatal error of looking away for just a second. Because that was all the time I needed. I grabbed a piece of my hair, raised the scissors up, and Rebecca! Don't you even think of
She did it.
The daycare worker
There's no thought process in this daycare, man. The children just do things.
Leaving me alone to my own devices. She sat at her desk writing down this little incident in my report card. Snitch. While I had to sit in a chair and not move.
It's her job.
Every time another staff member walked in, this lady would say something like, "Hey, do you want to see what happens when Rebecca tries to cut her own hair?"
Dang.
Oh, okay, Janet.
Put her
asking your opinion
not name dropping her.
Skills, but if we're gonna start playing the shame game, I'm gonna let Kid Becca have the floor.
You think my hair's bad, but you paid someone money to make you look like that. If you let me do your hair, it would at least be an improvement.
I don't get paid enough for this.
And I don't get paid anything to tolerate you, but here we are.
Hello, Mrs. Parham.
Get her out of here!
Again.
Mom, I saved you money on my next haircut.
Okay, I didn't actually say any of that. But man,
Oh,
I wish
thank
I was
goodness.
a fire-breathing roast lord back
Bro.
in the day. And maybe I would have become an actual stand-up comedian instead of.
If I was
alien
Janet, I would have
pretending
quit.
to be one. Did you hear the one about crypto? So as I've said
Oh,
before,
boy.
Rachel was in a different group than me, and we had different activities, so we didn't always get to hang out with each other. But one day, while I was innocently playing with my fellow little kids, an adult plucked me away from whatever I was doing and sat me
Nice.
at a table with Rachel far away from the rest of her group. It was unmistakable. She had purposely been isolated from the other kids.
All
Okay.
right, what did you do? You haven't confessed, have you? Demand an attorney, they can't prove anything.
What actually happened was the staff had planned an activity where each kid was given a glob of peanut butter that they could sculpt into whatever they wanted.
See,
And the best
these
part
days
was
you
that
just
they would
can't give
eventually get
kids
to
like
eat
peanut
their
butter. They might be
creations.
allergic.
The problem
I mean,
was,
they're
ever
allergic
since
back then,
childhood,
but you just
Rachel
can't do
has
that,
been
you know.
deathly allergic to peanuts.
I knew this
Seriously,
was
it's a
coming.
911 call every single time. She's that sensitive. I once opened a particularly potent jar of peanut butter, closed it after just a few seconds, and when Rachel walked through that area a minute later, her eye
No,
began to
it's literally
swell.
that serious.
So
Like,
naturally,
you,
Rachel
like if
was
you're
not
allergic to
gonna be
peanut
allowed to
butter
play
and
with
you
the world's
sniff
deadliest
peanut butter in
substance
the
to her.
air or something,
Instead,
like
they gave her
your
some Play-Doh
reactions
and made
just go
me come
crazy.
play with her so she wouldn't be alone. Wow, that sounds like such a wholesome sisterly moment, huh? Am I right? Right? Hey, Kid Becca, it's a wholesome sisterly moment, right?
Officer, I've never met this girl before in my life.
Sad, I
also,
don't know
I
her.
should have peanut butter. Hey, don't you try to drag me down with you.
Mind you, I did sit there the whole time playing with Rachel.
Play-Doh would have been 10 times
just
cooler to
very
me, though, I'm not
angrily.
gonna lie.
But when the activity was over and Rachel was far away, they eventually gave me a little spoonful of peanut butter for my trouble. But oh my
Oh,
god, what an
gosh.
absolute brat, right? Never mind that it's a life or death situation where you could have one less sister by the end of the day. But hey,
No, you
listen,
just need peanut
I was
butter.
not always inconsiderate of my sister. Sometimes I was very helpful. You all know about
Okay.
Smarties, right? Not the good
Ev-
kind,
everyone.
the American kind.
Yeah, I know.
The
And
bishop
the good
on
kind.
the chessboard of loser candy. I will hear no arguments to the alternative.
Ah,
Well, this daycare was no
Smarties!
stranger to giving
Loser
out
candy.
the occasional treat.
I love Smarties,
and
man.
one day, Rachel apparently had gotten her hands on a pack of them. The two of us were in nap time together when she rolled over and whispered,
Hey, Becca, guess what? What? I got a Smartie stuck up my nose and I can't get it out.
Excuse me?
Now, as a
How?
bright young child with plenty of potential to eventually maybe
Oh
one
my
day
gosh.
be smart, I had a perfect plan of attack for the occasion.
You know, I'm realizing
I gotta
her characters also don't
We
have a
all
nose.
stuffed random
I know they
things
don't
in
have a
our
mouth,
pockets
but
as
noses I
kids,
don't
and
think about.
apparently I had a stick that day.
Whatever you do, don't move.
I shoved the stick up
Ah.
Rachel's nose to try and get the Smartie out. And as one would imagine, a stick is not the most effective nor sanitary tool for such a job.
Bro, you just pushed
so
it
all
more
I
in.
really accomplished was pushing it further up her
Aye.
nose.
Ah! Ow!
Ah!
This may turn into brain surgery soon.
Just as I thought the Smartie could go no further up Rachel's nose, a daycare staff member walked by and was treated to this cheery sight. Hey, wouldn't you know it, that little extra push caused it to dislodge and fall down the back of Rachel's throat.
Well, there you go. Crisis
It
averted.
went all the way through her nose.
You know, my dad used to tell
That's
people that I was
crazy.
smart enough to be a doctor. I think he was lying. Alright, explainers, just one more thing. There are only a
He was
couple
trying
days
his
left
best.
to pre-order the Witch Becca doll and the new pin set. These are very
Oh,
limited edition
cool.
items.
She got, like,
We will
a
not
new
be making
doll.
them again.
Oh, I've
So
seen
link
this,
to
the
the
her
store in the
character
description
model for this
below.
before.
All right, explainers and entertainers, I appreciate you having some late night tea with me, but I
That was
think it's
funny,
time
guys.
I hit the hay. Thank you so much for tuning in, but now I gotta tune out. Bye!
Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.